Yes, we are live here at the Raymond E. Gishard Football Stadium. It's the semi-finals. It's the ladies in red versus those in maroon. It's the Aurelia Kelly and the Maurice Vanterpool right here at the Raymond E. Gishard Football Stadium. Semi-final action. We are early in the first half. It's 0-0. The Aurelia Kelly has a kick out. The Maurice Vanterpool, they are in attack. Aurelia Kelly trying to break out of defense. Here comes Aricia down the right hand side. She turns inside. Can she get away? Oh, it's defended nicely. She's on the ground. She's up. Here comes the Maurice Vanterpool breaking down the left hand side. Booted away there by Aurelia Kelly. Here comes the Maurice Vanterpool breaking inside. Here comes the dangerous. Tunisia fouls the player. And it is a free kick for the Aurelia Kelly. We're just about 4 minutes into the first half. It's Aurelia Kelly versus Maurice Vanterpool. Here comes Aricia. Breaking, blocked away. She's coming down the left hand side. Another sliding tackle coming in there from the Maurice Vanterpool. So today the Aurelia Kelly showing more fight than they did against the Valley Primary. At least they lasted a little longer because the goal in the game against Valley scored in the 32nd second. But here comes Aurelia. Blocked away. They're going down fast and furious. Here comes Maurice. Booted away there by the Aurelia Kelly. Blocked away. Here comes Aurelia Kelly. The colors are very close. Orange and red. Play down the right hand side. Aurelia Kelly breaks first. Where is she tacking? She's tacking wrong. Oh, this could be trouble. Shot right across the face of goal and out of touch. It's a goal kick for the Aurelia Kelly. That was dangerous. That was close. Cypher. It's still 0-0 right here at the Raymond E. Gishard Football Stadium. Action in the semi-finals. It's Maurice Vanterpool Primary versus the Aurelia Kelly. Here comes the Aurelia Kelly, and here comes the red machine again. They're breaking down the center. Ball played wide. This could be trouble, and it's intercepted there by the Aurelia Kelly, and it's a corner. Oh, that was close. It's a corner for the red machine. It's a corner. And the Aurelia Kelly, they're under constant pressure, and as they say, pressure bursts pipe. Will the pipe burst today? I don't know. You have to come and see. Here comes the corner. A corner for the Maurice Vanterpool. Comes in. Booted away there by the Aurelia Kelly. Tunisia. Blocked away by Aricia. Aricia boots it forward. Ball played forward, blocked away by Aurelia Kelly. It's a tussle race. Here comes the dangerous Tunisia. Tunisia sends it in, is blocked away by the keeper and out of touch for another corner. Oh, it's a lot of pressure. Constant pressure by Maurice Vanterpool. And the Aurelia Kelly soaking up the pressure like a sponge. Oh yeah. It's still 0-0. We're just about It's just about 8 minutes away into the first half. Ball booted away down the center. Blocked away by Aricia. Aurelia Kelly breaking down the left hand side. Here comes Aurelia Kelly down the left hand side. Can they get inside the box? Can they? Is blocked out of touch. And it's a goal kick for the Maurice Vanterpool Primary. It's still 0-0. We are early stages into the first half. 0-0 right here at the Raymond E. Gishard Football Stadium. It's the Aurelia Kelly versus the Maurice Vanterpool. Early action. We're just about 9 minutes into the first half. Here comes the short pass by the Maurice Vanterpool. Blocked away by the booted outside there by the Maurice Vanterpool for a throw-in for the Aurelia Kelly, and we're going to be joined by Tony Fleming to help us with the commentary. Yes, he's bright, he's ready for action. It's going to be a long night. We have 4 games and all played individually, so you can enjoy each one and you can come down.
Yes, certainly. Good afternoon to all the listeners, and live action here. Here we see a shot on goal there by the Morris Vanderpool School. The ball goes into touch for a goal kick there, and you certainly need to come out and view these proceedings here live this afternoon, because it's going to be something special here. It's the semi-finals of the NCBA primary school football competition. Here we see the Aurelia Kelly coming away with it, loses it there to Morris. She passes it through the center of the field, and there's an infringement there on the part of the Morris player, just pushing the Aurelia Kelly player there at the center circle. So it's an infringement, and rightfully the referee called. Just some 5 yards out of the center circle. Here you see the ball booted upfield, intercepted there by Morris, who passes it to the center circle to the number 10 as she dribbles to her right. She tries to go further right, tries to pass it in to the center, but it's cleared there, and there's an offside call there against the Morris Vanderpool School. So 0-0, right? Scores 0-0 still here in this first encounter here this afternoon at the Raymond E. Gishad Stadium here. Here we see Morris with it. The ball is being booted up, and it's being bundled there as the players are trying to come away with it. Here we see Aurelia Kelly coming down the right side offensive, and the ball is being put into touch for a throw in there to Aurelia Kelly. On the offensive third, some about say 30 yards out of the attacking third here this afternoon. It's 0-0. Morris versus Aurelia Kelly. Morris Vanderpool School versus Aurelia Kelly. Here you see the throw be taken quickly, picked up there by the Aurelia Kelly player. She tries to dribble and dribbled into her player there, and the ball being put into touch for a corner kick to the Aurelia Kelly Primary School on the far right side of the attacking third here this afternoon. Crowd just trickling in slowly. Here we've got quite a number of matches to be played. It's the semi-finals, that is. Semi-finals here this afternoon. Actually, the ball was put into touch for a corner kick. So here you see Morris, the goalkeeper. She boots it upfield, intercepted there by Aurelia Kelly, and the ball just been blocked and trickled straight to the goalkeeper. She clears again, only as far as the Aurelia Kelly, who boots up forward, blocked there by her player as she dribbles further to her right. And here's Aurelia Kelly coming further down to her right. The ball being intercepted there, cut out there by the number 11 there of the Morris Vanderpool. She tries to boot the ball upfield. Ball goes into touch for a goal throw in there to the Aurelia Kelly School there on the far right of their attacking third. Here we see the throw being taken. Aurelia Kelly trying to come away, dribble with the man, and there's a shot at goal, but a very tame one that is, and the keeper collects and boots upfield. Here we see Morris trying to come away with it. The number 4 passes forward, but blocked there by the Aurelia Kelly player. And here we see number 4 again picking up, but loses it there to the Aurelia Kelly defensive player there. And here we see Aurelia Kelly, the central defender, picks up, passes, intercepted there by the Morris Vanderpool. And here we see Aurelia Kelly coming away with it. She tries to push it down to the left side, is fouled there by the Morris defender, and the ball goes. The ball will be spotted for a free kick, just outside of the left of the defensive third of the Morris Vanderpool. Here we see the kick being taken quickly, intercepted there by the Morris player. Here we see that's number 10 picks up. She squares further forward to number 11. Who number 11 picks up now. Tries to dribble the man. There's a shot at goal, and the keeper collects and ball. Let's see that. Didn't she knock that outside? Okay, it appears as if she tries to collect, but the ball had already been outside, and it's a goal kick to the Aurelia Kelly Primary School. You see the goal kick being taken as far as the Aurelia Kelly player, who dribbles to her left, stops, looks up, passes further forward, intercepted there by the Morris, but only to find the Aurelia School Kelly player, who loses it out there to the Morris number 10, and there is a shot at goal, and the ball goes sailing over the crossbar for another goal kick there to the Aurelia Kelly Primary School. Still 0-0 here this afternoon, 0-0. Aurelia Kelly Primary School versus the Morris Vanderpool School in the first encounter here of the semi-final afternoon of the school competition. Here we see Morris coming away with it, and there's a shot be taken at goal, but the keeper collects on her knees, collects and boots the ball just miserly up forward. Number 4 collects, but is bundled off of it by the Aurelia Kelly. Here we see it is a black pass, and she's coming further forward. Here we see Aurelia Kelly trying to come away with it. Here we see Morris defending, and here we see the Aurelia Kelly player. She challenged the Morris defender there and forces the number 11 to put the ball into touch for a corner kick there on the far right side there of the Aurelia Kelly attacking third here this afternoon, as the player is just walking slowly, giving some instructions there, and as they try to set up, as they try to take this corner kick, the number 10 there for Aurelia Kelly Primary School, she spots the ball and the whistle goes. Here we see the corner kick being taken, collected there by the number 5 for Aurelia Kelly. She turns, tries to shoot, blocked there by Morris. Here we see number 10 trying to come away with it again, but loses it to number 11, who boots the ball further upfield, only as far as the defender there for the Aurelia Kelly player. She loses it out to the number 11 there for Morris. Morris number 10 boots upfield, clears there by the defender there for Aurelia Kelly. Here is number 10 again. She tries to pass to the middle, but it's blocked. Here we see Aurelia Kelly coming away down the right side. Aurelia Kelly coming away down the right side. Here we see the number 5 for Aurelia Kelly picks up, turns, dribbles, and is intercepted there by the number 8 for Morris. Here we see the number 5 again for Aurelia. She tries to dribble but loses out there, and the ball is in a bundle. Here we see number 11 tries to clear, blocked there by number 5, and the ball is booted upfield by number 11 and is blocked and put into touch by the number 4 defender there for the Aurelia Kelly School at the half circle there. And here we see 2 substitutes being made by the coach for Morris, giving some fresh legs. It's still early stage. It's maybe about 14 minutes into the first half, and it's a throw from Morris on there's a throw from Morris right at the half line there, intercepted there by Aurelia Kelly. Ball comes further up center there, and here the Aurelia Kelly player trying to push it further forward, intercepted there by the number 2 for Morris, and the ball goes into touch for a throw in there to the Aurelia Kelly Primary School on the far left side. And here we see the player with the ball now. She looks up and throws down line, collected there by the number 10 as she tries to come dribble her way forward. Is challenged there by the number 2, intercepted there by number 8, collected there by the Aurelia School Kelly player as she squeezed forward, only for the ball to be cleared there by the defender there, up to her number 4, number 8, sorry, as she tries to dribble, but it's cut out there by the central defender there for Aurelia Kelly, and she's coming away with it now. She beats one man, but intercepted there, challenged by 2 players, and there we see the ball boots to the center circle here for the Aurelia Kelly player, who passes it further forward. Here we see the player trying to speed down the right side of the field. Here we see number 5 dribbling away. Here we see number 5 coming away, blocked there, and the goalkeeper coming off a line and clearing, and the ball goes into touch for a goal kick there to the Morris Vanderpool. But a very dangerous situation there just now, or the keeper coming off of a line nicely and clearing into the oncoming striker there and having herself a goal kick. So it's still 0-0 here this afternoon at the Raymond E. Gishad Stadium. Here we see a left boot upfield, Ole's father, the Aurelia School Kelly player, who is intercepted there by Morris, and she seems to have gotten knocked there. The Morris player is down and in a bit of discomfort here this afternoon, and here we see some attention being given to her by the coach here, just to make sure that she is okay. You are not missing any football, because play has been just held up for a little bit for some treatment on the part of the Morris Vanderpool player here this afternoon, who have just picked up just a knock there in the process of clearing the ball. Picked up a knock here this afternoon, and see the coach is talking to the player. Probably seems to have got a pretty hard knock there this afternoon, as the attention is being given to her. Seems as though she's gotten a knock on her right leg, and she's just being stretched there just a moment. And so the finals of the NCBA 4th edition of primary school football here at the Raymond E. Gishad Stadium here this afternoon on this beautiful 4th day of November. It's a Monday in the city, and I'm certainly sure that the crowd is going to get thick and fast as the games comes up here this afternoon. It's going to be quite a long one here this afternoon, and we certainly do hope that you can join us here at the stadium. If not, we are happy that we can bring you these proceedings here live this afternoon, and we do hope that as you listen in your homes, in your cars, wherever you are on the job, that you are enjoying the game thus far. Here, play still held up a little bit for the attention to be given to the player there who would have just received that knock there this afternoon, as she was trying to clear there, just getting a knock there by the defender, and we see some attention being given by the coach as she's being helped to her feet here this afternoon, and she's going to be helped off the field, and just to make sure that everything is just walking gingerly a little bit, and so I'm certainly sure that a substitute will be had here this afternoon with the Morris Vanderpool School. It's still 0-0 here this afternoon. Unofficially, some about maybe 17-18 minutes into this half here this afternoon. Yes, here we see a substitute being made here by the coach there for Morris, and referees with 2 players there, certainly sure that it's going to be a drop ball here this afternoon. Some instruction being given there to the substitute that is coming on to replace that player who just received that knock there, and some rearranging of the setup here for the Morris Vanderpool School. Still 0-0 here this afternoon, and you are listening to and watching live coverage of the National Commercial Bank 4th edition of primary school football here for 2019. We know that previously the competition was sponsored by the National Bank of Anguilla. So if you count those years, we're some 28 years in to this particular competition. And here we see the ball being booted out, and for fair play, which will eventually end up in the hands of the Morris Vanterpool player. So we see the number 2 player from Morris as she goes to the touchline to take the throw. Here we see the throw is up, and here we see the player being streaming down center, cut out there by the Aurelia Kelly Primary School, intercepted there by Morris, who squares for the forward, but number 4 is picked off there by the defender there for Aurelia Kelly. Here we see Aurelia Kelly pushing further to their left, but pushes heavily, and the ball rolls into touch for a throw in there in the attacking third of the right side of the Morris. Here we see number 2, the diminutive number 2 player there for Morris Vanterpool. She throws the ball in, collected there by her player, who tries to boot further forward, and the ball goes into touch for a goal kick there for Aurelia Kelly. Yes, as we see, the spectators are just trickling in slowly but surely here this afternoon, because we've got great coverage of primary school football here. Here we see the ball being spotted for that goal kick, and yes, here we see the kick being taken as far as beats number 2 there. Here we see the number 8 collects, tries to pass to number 2. Here we see number 2 for Morris coming away with it. Number 2 still trying to come away with it, but is blocked there by the defender there, and the ball being booted upfield, but only as far as the Morris Vanterpool player, who tries a shot at goal, and the goalkeeper saves smartly there, going down to her right, collects and clears, but only as far as the Morris Vanterpool player, and there's a shot at goal, and the ball rolls further right and goes into touch for a goal kick there. So not a pretty good clearance there on the part of the Aurelia School Kelly goalkeeper, just clearing just outside of her goalkeeping area, straight to the Morris Vanterpool player, who picked up and tries a shot at goal. Here we see the clearance once again with Aurelia Kelly. Picked out there and passed further forward only to the Morris Vanterpool number 4, who is challenged there by the Aurelia Kelly School player. Here you see Morris still coming away with it. She passes it forward, intercepted there by the Aurelia School player. She's tried to stop the ball on the line, and the ball goes into touch for a throw in there to the Morris Vanterpool, just outside of the center half there. And here we see Morris making another substitute. Morris is making another substitute here this afternoon, and as the player runs onto the field, as we wait, here we see the throw being taken, cut out there by the Aurelia Kelly School player, challenging the number 10. The ball goes into touch for another throw in there, further down on the left side of the Morris attacking turn. Here we see the throw being taken and a cross being made, but a clearance blocked there and cleared there by the Morris Vanterpool player, as we see the player just coming on there trying to go right. Number 2 tries to dribble past the defender there, and being blocked, and the ball put into touch for a throw in, a goal kick, a corner kick, that is, on the left side of the Aurelia Kelly Primary School, defensive third on the far left here this afternoon. Here we see the kick just about to be taken here this afternoon. Here we see the cross comes in, intercepted there by number 2, blocked there by the Aurelia Kelly School defender there, and cleared there only as far as the Morris Vanterpool player, who tries to come away with it, loses it to Aurelia Kelly. Aurelia Kelly boots up further upfield. Here we see number 5 picks up now. What is she going to do? She dribbles past, well, not entirely past, but she's still trying to come through. Dribbles past one and is bundled off of it. The ball goes into touch, but as a judge thought that was an infringement there, but the referee judged a goal kick there. But that one was certainly could have gone to a foul there, but the referee sees differently. Here we see the goal kick being taken. The foul number 11, who tries to pass but passes it only to the Orile School number 5. She's trying to dribble two man, loses it to number 11. Number 11 boots the ball upfield. Intercepted there by the Orile School Kelly defender. As she boots further upfield, number 11 blocks and boots upfield to the central defender there for Orile Kelly, who tries to push further forward. Blocked there by the Maurice Vanterpool number 10. Maurice Vanterpool trying to come away with it. It's blocked there by the player, the defender there, and the referee seems to adjudge a foul there. I think the defender was clearing and was blocked there at a heavy block. That is, he's in some discomfort here this afternoon as we see the coach coming onto the field, and there is a judge to be a foul there on the Orile School Kelly defender there. She's in a little bit of some pain and discomfort here this afternoon. So play is just held up here for just a little bit, and certainly sure we are coming down to the end of the half here this afternoon, and certainly looks as if it could have been going both ways. Just a little blockage there this afternoon, but referee judged that it's an infringement. I didn't see exactly where it came from. Yes, certainly it could have been fair block there this afternoon, but referee is in charge and he sees differently and has called an infringement there on the part of the Maurice Vanterpool player there, as the defender there was trying to clear and was blocked, but the judge to be fouled. So here we see there's an infringement, a kick to be taken there, just some 10, so maybe about some 8 yards from the, probably about 5 yards from the center circle there. So it's a free kick to Orile Kelly. She boots the ball further up forward, and there goes the halftime whistle here this afternoon in a semi-finals match, Orile Kelly School versus the Maurice Vanterpool Primary School. It's 0-0. We look forward for you joining us for the second half of this spectacular encounter. Welcome back here at the Raymond Igishad Stadium, where we are bringing you live coverage of the primary school football semi-finals here this afternoon. And on tab, our first match is the Aurelia Primary School versus the Morris Vanderpool Primary School. Here at halftime, the score is 0-0. There are no goals in this match yet, and we are certainly going to take you to this next 20 minutes and just thereabout, and update you with what is happening here. Remember, we have the semi-final matches here this afternoon, where we are going to be bringing you some 4 matches in this evening's competition with the 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, some 4 matches here this afternoon, and the first match on tab is the Aurelia Kelly Primary School versus the Morris Vanderpool. The Aurelia Kelly, they are in the what we call maroon and black shorts, and we see the Morris in their red and black with black shorts. Both teams have switched sides. Morris is coming from east to west, east to west, and Aurelia, they are going to be heading up to the east to see if they can get a goal. And here you see the whistle is off here this afternoon. The ball has been booted upfield by Aurelia Kelly, blocked there by the Morris defender, and here we see Morris coming away with it. She dribbles past the defender there, but hasn't gotten too far. Intercepted there by Aurelia Kelly Primary School as the ball, she tries to boot to number 5, sent her forward player there. You see interception there, and the ball being cleared further up to the left side of the Morris Vanderpool defense third. Here we see Morris trying to come away with it, loses it to Aurelia Kelly. Here we see the Aurelia Kelly striker now. She's running down her right side, boots the ball, but only as far as the Morris Vanderpool player, who squares to number 11, loses out there to the Aurelia School Kelly Primary School player, and the ball being booted upfield. And here we see the back and forth here, ball being booted upfield by Morris. Here we see Morris trying to dribble. Here we see the player coming through. Here we see the player coming through, challenge there, and there is a weak shot at goal, and for some reason the goalkeeper there was not too much in sync with her defender there. She thinks she could have just called and picked up that ball, but allowed her defender to avert the danger and putting the ball into touch for a corner kick there to the Morris Vanderpool. So here we see Morris just trying to draw force blood here this afternoon, as they were trying to come through the middle there for a shot, but intercepted there by the defender there. And here we see the corner kick just about to be taken. Corner kick taken here, and here we see picked up there by Morris, the ball being put into play. Here we see some confusion there in the box, and here we see there's a shattered goal picked up there by the number 3 there for Aurelia Kelly, and there is infringement as the ball was just being played wide there on the part of Morris. So there's an infringement just outside of the goalkeeping area there, and here we see the ball being booted straight to the center there to number 5, who tries to dribble, and her heavy touch taking the ball to the custodian there in the Morris Vanderpool goal, who boots upfield, and collected there by Aurelia Kelly. She tries to pass to the number 5 striker there, but only as far as to be intercepted there by the Morris Vanderpool player. Boots the ball upfield and intercepted there by Aurelia Kelly. There is another clearance there, the block. Aurelia Kelly just coming away with it. Ball being touched downfield. She tries to clear, but missed there. And here we see the Aurelia Kelly school player coming with it. And what is this blunder here? There's a shot and goal, but an infringement there. There's an infringement. I'm trying to wonder what the goalkeeper was doing there. She just waited on her line as the Maris Vanderpool striker was just streaming through, and oh my, what? That should have been in the back of the old onion bag. But here we see anyway, the kick being taken, and the ball is intercepted there by Maris. Here is Maris trying to come away with it. Blocked there by the number 3 defender there for Aurelia Kelly. And here we see Aurelia Kelly coming away with it in the middle. Here we see number 5 picks up the striker there. She boots the ball forward and tries to run onto it. Intercepted there by the Maris Vanderpool player, who boots further to the right side. And here is Maris coming away with it. She boots the ball down forward. Intercepted there by the number 3, and a big clearance up there to number 5, who dribbles past one, but only to be blocked there by the defender there. Here we see the number 5 there for Aurelia trying to come away with it, losing it out. The ball being booted upfield, intercepted there by the Aurelia Kelly School midfield defensive there. And here we see Maris. 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 And there's a shot and goal, but she shoots wide, and ball goes into touch for a goal kick. I thought she really did well, because she had a striker running in an outside position. She did not pass to her, and went in and goal, but her shot was just off target and outside for a goal kick. Here you see the clearance collected here by Maris, and there's a shot, but it's blocked, and there's the ball being cleared into touch for a corner kick there. Number 3 clearing into touch there for a corner kick there to the Maris Vanderpool. So Maris seems to have regrouped in the first half and have came out here with some fervor here this afternoon, as they are trying to really put on the squeeze here in this encounter, the second half encounter here this afternoon. Remember, if this match goes into a tie at the end of regulation, it will be extra time. Here you see the corner kick being taken, and she puts it right into touch for a goal kick there. Number 10, the dreadlock number 10 there collects and giving to her defensive player there in the number 3 for that clearance here this afternoon. Yes, just about 8-9 minutes into this half here this afternoon. Here we see the referee beckoning for the ball to be cleared upfield, in just as far as the Aurelia Kelly School player there, picked up there by Maris in the middle and trying to come forward. Here we see there's a shot blocked there by the Aurelia School Kelly player. Here we see Maris coming away with it on the left side. She tries to pass forward, but only for the ball to be put into touch for a goal kick there for the Aurelia Kelly. So it's Aurelia School Kelly nil, the Maris Vanderpool nil. Some 10 minutes into this second half here this afternoon. As I was mentioning earlier, remember, if this game goes into extra time, if there is no goals, and then after, if still no goals, extra time, then we go to penalty kicks. Those are the general rules. I'm not too sure whether they are going to go directly to penalty kicks after, but those are the rules. But here we see some substitute being made, and the clearance. She clears the ball straight to the Maris player who just blocked it, and the ball rolls directly to the goalkeeper there for Aurelia Kelly, who comes directly to her line and clears just a light clearance here. And here we see a whistle. The linesman has his flag up. I'm not too sure what the call is here this afternoon, but there's just held up in play here. What are the instructions here this afternoon? What is the referee instructing? What is the instruction being given here? We await the instruction of the referee, and the drop ball for the keeper as she goes to her line and boots the ball just from 5 yards. Good work there on the part of the number 3 defender there for Aurelia Kelly, trying and getting it to the number 10 there, who boots it further forward, intercepted there by the Morris Vanderpool player, and shepherded outside for a throw there to the it's a throw there for Aurelia Kelly, as the striker there in number 5 for Aurelia Kelly smartly shepherded one outside for a throw. There you see the throw be taken, picked up there by number 5, who dribbles past the number 11, and she tries to goes further forward but just boots it in the path of the Aurelia, in the Morris Vanderpool player. Here we see there's a block, and there's a block. That shouldn't be any foul. I'm seeing the linesman have his flag up, but here we see Morris coming away with it. Morris coming further forward, ball being squared to the left side, intercepted and cut out there nicely by the Aurelia School defender. She picks up, tries to dribble, tries to clear, but is blocked there by the Morris. And here we see number 3 clearing, and clear to the player there in Aurelia Kelly, who tries to clear forward, but is just blocked and fouled there by the Morris Vanderpool player at the end. So we see the referee adjudged that there is an infringement on behalf of the Morris player there, and so there's a free kick to be taken by the Aurelia School Kelly player, as she boots the ball to the center circle, intercepted there by Morris. And here we see Morris coming away down the right side. Here we see the defender there coming across and blocking the part of the Morris player. She boots further upfield, and here we see Morris shooting a shot at goal. Here we see intercepted there by Morris as she tries to come away with it. Here we see Aurelia Kelly, Morris blocked there again, blocked there by the defender. She tries to boot further downfield. Here we see the number 13 trying to come away with it, still on the ball, only as far as intercepted there by the Morris player. And here we see some ping pong ball playing in between the number 11 there and the number 10 there for Aurelia Kelly. Here we see number 5 bundling the player of Morris there off, and streams further downfield, but didn't continue running with it, tries to poke it to goal, and the ball goes into touch for a goal kick there for the Morris Vanderpool. Here we see the keeper with it now. Here we see the keeper with it. It is the second half of this first encounter. There we see what they held up here. The Morris goalkeeper there. She boots further downfield, intercepted there by number 10 for Aurelia Kelly, who tries to boot further forward, blocked and cleared there by the Morris Vanderpool player, and only as far as the Aurelia Kelly, who here we see there's a shot at goal, and it's a goal! Goal! Here we see the goalkeeper picking up that ball and just tapping it directly to the number 5 striker there for Aurelia Kelly, and in one motion she just boots the ball back over the keeper head and into the back of the old onion bag for goal number 1 to Aurelia Kelly. I think the goalkeeper only have herself to blame for that, because the clearance was not done properly at all, but was good thinking on the part there of the number 5. She just booted that one, knowing that the keeper was out the goal, and over her head and into the net for a goal. So here we see Morris passing from the center circle after that goal. Morris coming away down the left, tries to square forward, intercepted there by the number 3 player there, or defender there for Aurelia School Kelly Primary School. Here we see 2 players challenge. Number 13 challenges it. Number 10 picks up, dribbles one, passes in the center, intercepted there by the Aurelia School Kelly player. Here we see Morris still trying to come away with it. Challenged there by the number 13 there for Aurelia School Kelly. And here we see number 3 now boots the ball only as far as the Morris player, who pokes it to a player there who tries to dribble, been challenged, and here we see Morris trying to come away with it. What is going to happen? There is a bungle there, and there is a blocked and a clear there, and here we see the Aurelia School Kelly player. Aurelia Kelly, number 4, coming away with it. Still with it, loses it there to the defender there. A ball being booted there to the number 10, but she only could have booted it there. And here is a nice cut, and there's a shot at goal, and it's a goal. Here we see a well-worked play there this afternoon. The number 10 picking up that loose ball and cutting inside and slotting it to the right of the goalkeeper there and into the back of the net for that equalizer there this afternoon. I've seen Neil there with his hands in his head. They're wondering how they could have let that happen this afternoon. But it's 1-1 here this afternoon, and we are some 15 minutes into this encounter here this afternoon. Here we see the kick being taken from center circle, intercepted here by Morris. Here we see Morris. Here we see Morris coming down the right. Ball player there tried to square, intercepted but picked up there again. Morris there, cut out there by number 10 for the Aurelia Kelly. She boots further upfield, blocked there by Morris, and Morris boots the ball further down to the number 8 player there in Aurelia Kelly, who boots it up center field, intercepted there by Morris, who's streaming down their left side. Here we see Morris streaming down their left. Dribbles one, tries to dribbles two, but intercepted there by the defender there, and the ball rolls into touch for a corner kick there to the Morris Vanterpool. The saying is that you're always vulnerable when you would have scored that first encounter, and here we see Aurelia Kelly capitalizing on that mistake, but did not hold the advantage, having Morris just coming back and equalizing here this afternoon. Here you see the corner kick being taken, intercepted there by the number 4 player for Aurelia Kelly, who boots up field only as far as the defender there for Morris. And here we see number 10 dribbling again. Number 10 dribbling again. There's a shot and goal, blocked there by the keeper, and the ball being cleared up by number 3 out of danger there for Aurelia Kelly. Here we see Morris again. Dribbles one, but only as far as the defender there for Aurelia School, who tries to clear up field, but only as far as the number 11 there for Morris. And here we see Morris clearing, cut out there. Here we see number 10 with it now, trying to come away with it, losing it to the player there for Morris, and the ball being cleared wide and into touch for a throw in there to the Morris in their defensive, Morris is in the attacking third of the defensive area of the Aurelia Kelly School Primary. So Morris seems to be having the better of the play right now, and here we see a substitute, another substitute being made. It's still 1-1 here this afternoon in this first encounter, semi-finals action, primary school football. Here we see the throw being taken, intercepted there by Aurelia Kelly, who boots further downfield, but only as far as the Morris player, who squares, and there's a shot and goal, and the keeper dive and collect smartly. She's not going to let that go in this time, but her clearance is only a mighty meager one to the Morris player. But here comes number 10 for Aurelia, doing fine work, passes to number 5. Number 5 tries to dribble, but she's blocked there, and here we see number 5 still going down her left. Number 5 going further down her left, been challenged there by the defender there for Morris Vanterpool, and the ball goes into touch for a throw-in. It's a throw-in there to this throw is for, it's a throw, an infringement. A judge for an infringement. I'm not seeing where that foul was called, but there's an infringement, and so we see here's a free kick just outside way outside of the area of the defensive third for Morris. The score is still 1-1 here this afternoon, and certainly sure we're heading down to the end of the half here. Ball been cleared and picked up there by the goalkeeper, who clears further upfield. Here we see Morris trying to come away with it. Picked up there by the striker there, the number 5, who seems to be all over. Dribbles past one, and she stills with it. What's happening here? There's an infringement. Well, the referee's in charge, but he's saying that there's a free kick. I didn't see that foul at all here this afternoon, but like I said, the referee's in charge, and he adjudged an infringement there on the far right side of the attacking third for Aurelia, and here we see the kick is just about to be taken. The ball is booted in the center of the middle there for the Aurelia School, Kelly, and here we see the player trying to pick up, but the ball being put into touch for a corner kick there to the Aurelia Kelly Primary School. It is still 1-1 here in this encounter, and 5, 10, 15, 20, just about some 20 minutes into the second half, so it's almost nearing the end here this afternoon. And here we see the corner kick being taken, booted and picked up there by number 5, who dribbles past one and cleared there again, and cleared into touch for a corner kick, another corner kick for the Aurelia Aurelia Kelly Primary School team here on the left side of the attacking third there of the Morris Vanterpool. It's 1-1. Live action here at the Raymond E. Gishard Stadium here this afternoon in the semi-finals, and here we see the corner kick being taken now, picked up there by number 5, who tries to dribble one, blocked there by the Morris Vanterpool player, and the ball goes into touch for a throw in there to the Aurelia Primary School, Aurelia Kelly Primary School on the far right. Here we see the throw being taken. Here we see number 5 picks up, takes a shot at goal, but the ball goes into touch for a goal kick. So we're certainly winding down here this afternoon in this encounter. It's still 1-1, and here we see the goal kick to be taken. Squared wide, picked up there by the Aurelia Kelly Primary School, who squares for the field. There is a shot, but only going further wide. And here we see the clearance from Morris. Here we see Morris. Here we see Morris coming down, the ball being booted. They picked up there by the Morris player. Here we see Morris dribbles past one, but only as far as the number 4, who picks up and clears further upfield. Here we see Morris picking up on the left side, blocked there, challenge there. Morris trying to come away with it as the ball being put into touch for a throw in there to the Morris Vanterpool. As we wind down here, seeing the referee here looking at his watch and the beckon and play. Here we see the throw being taken, cleared in the middle, blocked there by the defender there, number 13. Here we see Morris coming up again. Here we see Morris. There's a shot and goal, and the ball goes out and further wide of the goalkeeper's left upright and into touch for a goal kick there to Aurelia Kelly. It's 1-1 here this afternoon in this first encounter. Aurelia Kelly Primary School versus the Morris Vanterpool Primary School. 1-1. And here we see the clearance. Only as far as the Morris Vanterpool player, intercepted there by number 4 for Aurelia School. Here we see number 10, dreadlocks there, number 10, boots the ball further forward for number 5. Number 5 trying to get around the defender there and was impeded there, and there's a judge an infringement there on the central defender there for the Morris Vanterpool Primary, and it's a free kick just some about 10 yards outside of the box there for the Morris Vanterpool Primary School. and just winding down here this afternoon. Who's going to be taking this free kick? Here we see number 5, the striker there, number 5 over the ball. There's a shot at goal, but goes wide and keeper collects and boots upfield. Here we see the Morris player picking up, tries to go further to her left, but only to be intercepted there by the Orile School Kelly Primary player there. Here we see just challenge and just bundled the Morris Vanderpool player up the ball. Here we see number 5 trying to come away with it, but blocked there by the defender there for Morris Vanderpool. She tries to clear, picks up there by number 11, who's running upfield with it now. She's streaming down her left. Morris Vanderpool streaming down their left side. Morris Vanderpool, who's going to get this winner here this afternoon? Blocked there by number 3. And here we see Aurelia Kelly, number 4, picking up. She tries to dribble one, but intercepted there by the Morris Vanderpool player. And the ball goes into touch for a throw in there to the Aurelia Kelly Primary School player there on the far right side of the attacking third. It's 1-1. Here you see the throw taken, picked up there by the Morris player. She tries to dribble, but it's blocked, and the ball goes into touch for a throw-in for Morris. So it's Morris 1, Aurelia Kelly 1. Morris Primary School 1, the Aurelia Kelly Primary School 1. Here you see Morris. Here you see Morris coming away. Danger here. And there's a block there, and the ball goes into touch for a corner kick. And I'm certainly sure that we are into injury time here this afternoon in this great encounter. It's Morris 1. Seeing the referee again looking at his watch. I am certainly sure that this is the last throw of the dice here for Morris Vanderpool to grab the winner here this afternoon. Here we see the player over the ball. There's a corner kick taken, blocked there again, and into touch for another corner kick. So she'll have another bite at the tray here this afternoon. Certainly sure that this could be the final kick here in this match. It's the afternoon. Corner kick taken, intercepted there by number 4. Blocked there, shot and goal, and the ball goes wide. Referee looks at his watch again. Look at his watch. I'm certainly sure that we are some 25 minutes in. We didn't really had too much of stoppage time first time. And there goes the final whistle. The final whistle to end this period is Morris Vanderpool Primary School 1, Aurelia Kelly Primary School 1. And we go back to the drawing board, and I'm certainly sure that they are going to be, it's either injury time or straight to penalty kicks. I'm not too sure the format that they are going through. It is usually overtime, and then if the scores are still tied at overtime, then we go directly into penalty kicks. So we are certainly on a break here this afternoon as the players refresh themselves here this afternoon, and we await to see what is going on. The 3 officials are in the center circle as we see that they are walking off the field. It seems as though they are seeking for some instructions here this afternoon. I'm not too sure what are the competition instructions when it comes to tied game in the semi-finals. I know the general rule of thumb is that we would go directly into the extra time, but we are certainly going to take a break and come back with the final proceeding of this match this afternoon. Here at the end of regulation, it's 1 goal to Aurelia Kelly and 1 goal to Morris. We'll wait to see the proceedings here this afternoon as we see what there's some instructions. I'm certainly sure that the officials are not too clear on as to what the official position of this match, whether they are going into penalty kicks direct or whether they are going to extra time. If they are going into extra time, they certainly should have gone into extra time just after, but seeing some throwing of hands down there by the officials as they are calling the players back to the field of play. They're calling the players back to the field of play here this afternoon. I'm certainly thinking that they should have just, gone into extra time right away. But the match officials and referees are just trying to sort things out here this afternoon. So we await the final proceedings. As I was mentioning earlier, the general rule of thumb is that in a tied semi-finals, because we certainly definitely need to have a winner here this afternoon, what should have happened is that they go into extra time. Not sure how much minutes of extra time. It's usually somewhere between 15 minutes extra time. Here I'm not too sure whether or not they're going to be playing 15 minutes extra time, but it's usually extra time, and if the scores are still tied at extra time, then we go straight into the formalities of penalty kicks. So the players are headed back to the field of play, and the match officials are giving the general instructions to the referee in charge of this encounter here this afternoon. And so we just about to resume here in this encounter. So it's just about 22 minutes to 6 o'clock in this and this afternoon. So we will, here we see the extra time has started. Here we see number 4 from Morris picking it up. Here is intercepted there by number 5, who bundles into the player there, and that should have been an infringement, but referee calls play on as Morris is with it. Here we see Morris. Here we see Morris trying to dribble through. Here we see Morris, and there's a weak attempt at goal there on the part of the outside left player there for Morris. And here we see the goalkeeper there again, who don't seem to be clearing the ball properly this afternoon at all. The clearance to a Morris player who had a shot at goal but picked up, and here we see the keeper again. Clears it, intercepted there by Morris. Here we see Morris coming away with it. Morris coming away with it, and it's a goal! Go! Into the back of the net. I'm thinking the keeper is having some difficulty trying to clear the ball from her hands here this afternoon. We have seen some blunders here. The clearance was made only as far as the Morris Vanderpool player, who just dribbles and had a shot at goal and into the back of the net. The ball ended up into the back of the net. So in extra time, it's Morris Vanderpool drawing first blood here this afternoon. So the score is 2-1 in favor of Morris. Yes, it's extra time. Morris Vanderpool 2, Aurelia Kelly 1. Okay, so it's a drop ball, and here we see the keeper collects. and boots the ball upfield, bounces over the Morris Vanderpool oncoming player there. Morris picks up again. Here is Morris, dribbles past one, dribbles past two, intercepted there by the defender there for Aurelia Kelly. As she boots further upfield, blocked there by Morris. The ball goes into touch for a throw-in there, throw-in to Morris. Morris picking up and cleared there again by the Aurelia School Kelly Primary School player, and the ball goes into touch for a throw-in there in the defensive left third of the Aurelia Kelly Primary School. Remember, the score is still 2-1 in favor of Morris. Morris scoring in the extra time period. Here you see the cross coming through, blocked there and cleared upfield there by the Aurelia School Kelly player. The ball being intercepted there by Morris, and here is Morris. Here is Morris coming away with it. There's a shot, but it's blocked. And number 2 there, the diminutive Morris Vanderpool, number 2 there, picking up the ball and adjudged to be in an offside position. So it's an offside call there on the part of Morris. It's Morris Vanderpool 2, Aurelia Kelly Primary School 1, and we are into extra time. Here we see the kick being taken, only as far as the Morris player, who picks up. She dribbles 1, tries to dribbles 2, but blocked there and picked up there by the defender, who pushes further field to her left, tries to go further field, and the ball is blocked there by. There's an infringement there on the part of the Morris player, an infringement just on the touch line there, the touch line on the left side of the Morris defensive third. Player's been looked at there. Play has just been held up for a bit here this evening, and as we wait, yes, player just getting a knock there this afternoon, as been cuddled there by the coach there of the Morris Vanderpool Primary. Remember, they are still in the ascendancy, they are still in the lead here with a score of 2-1. Goal coming just about 3 or 4 minutes into the extra time period, and substitute being made. Here we see the referee is walking and giving some instructions to the coaches of the Aurelia Kelly Primary School. What's the held up in play here? Come on, Amber, let's get it going. Let's get it going. Not sure what the talk is about, but certainly here this afternoon, and it's going to be a drop ball. So we see the drop ball, the ball being booted upfield, and play continues. Here we see Morris. Number 4 picks up, but blocked there by the Aurelia School Kelly Primary School player. Here we see Aurelia coming down to their left, intercepted there by Morris. Ball is being booted further upfield and goes into touch for a throw-in there to Morris. It's Morris 2, Aurelia 1. Here we see a blocked and a clearance there. Here we see Aurelia School Kelly. Here we see Aurelia. Player there in the striker there, trying to dribble down the left side. That's her left side, but dribbles the ball into touch for a throw-in for Morris, who picks up, and the ball is being booted center field. Here we see number 2, dribbles past 1. Number 2 dribbles past 1. Number 2 holds up, and number 2 with it squares the ball further wide, intercepted there by Aurelia. Number 2 picks up again, tries to shoot at goal, blocked there by the Aurelia School Kelly defender. Here we see the defender trying to come away with it, tries to clear but misses, and the ball is on the touch line, collected there by Morris, loses it there to Aurelia. Here we see Morris with it again, passes it, tries to turn back, and only into the path of the player there for Aurelia. And that's the end of the first period. It's that. That's the end of the game. Okay, so it's only according to the rules. It's just one period, 5 or 6 minutes period there, and it was Aurelia School Kelly, the Aurelia Kelly Primary School, going down at the hands of the Morris Vanterpool in extra time here this afternoon in a score of 2 goals to 1 in favor of the Morris. So Morris goes into the finals on Wednesday where they will meet their counterpart. So that's the end of game number 1. We look forward to joining you in game number 2 when we will see the Valley Primary School coming up against the Adrian T. Hazel Primary School, as the crowd goes wild here in the support of the Morris. We'll take a break and we'll come right back with our second game in the female encounter.